It's a beautiful day in Vail, and we are at the prestigious landmark residences here in Lionshead Village with Patrick Barrett from the Stockton Compass Real Estate Group. Patrick, thanks for joining us on property today. How are you doing today?
Sure, I'm doing great, thank you. Nice sunny day.
It's a beautiful day. We are at this really nice property here in the heart of Lionshead Village, quite literally just steps from the mountain, from the slopes. Tell me a little bit about some of the key features of this property and some of the things that you like about it.
Sure. First of all, location. Like you said, we're right in the center of Lionshead Village. We're about a 30-second walk to the gondola, to the Chair 8, and very easy access to all the shopping, dining, everything that there is to do in Lionshead. So location really couldn't be better. And this unit being on the 7th floor, we have big views to Vail Mountain, all the way from Golden Peak to Lionshead and beyond. You get a little bit of the Gore Range if you hang out over the balcony a little bit. So big views, great natural light, awesome location, great building.
Now, Pat, we're sitting here at 702 in the landmark in Lionshead, and it all looks like so seamless, but I know there's a lot of work done behind the scenes. How do you prepare a property to be listed for sale? Tell me about that.
It kind of all starts with cleaning and decluttering. Yeah. So it's a different animal if you're dealing with resort condos, typically our second homes, frequently are in the rental pool as this one is. They're kind of ready to go. So what we really do is really just kind of declutter, get stuff off of countertops, frequently bring in fresh flowers for our photo shoot or just for showings and stuff like that. Really accentuate all the positives that we can, but get it photo ready, and really just learn about the property. You know, I think something that I really like to do is imagine that I was the buyer for the property. So like, what questions would I have? What would I want to understand? Mm-hmm. With a resort condo like this, it's all about access to the mountain. So like, do I have a ski locker? Where is it located? Where do I park? All of that kind of stuff. And then just the usability of the condo. Like what is the heat? Is it in-floor radiant heat? Does it have air conditioning? More and more important every year, that kind of stuff. Right. I like to really understand all of that because I'm here when I'm showing the property and I'm dealing with the clients directly, and being able to answer people's questions and help them get excited about the place is really important to me.
All right, Pat, you obviously mentioned some of that preparation work that goes behind getting a home ready to be listed for sale. Tell me maybe a little bit some of those important aspects of listing a home for sale. What are some of those important things that you keep in mind?
Yeah, for sure. When I'm getting ready to list a property, everything starts with photography. We are in a very beautiful natural mountain environment. It lends itself very well to aerial drone photography. So like, you shoot the property inside and out, of course, but we also, with pretty much every listing, we're getting aerial drone photography so that people can really understand before they arrive, where is this place? Yeah. Is it East Vail? Is it West Vail? Is it right in Lionshead? How close am I to the mountain? What kind of views do I have? You really can, it's incredible actually, the way that people, when they show up to properties these days, because of the photo assets that we have, the aerial drones, typically a virtual tour, like a Matterport type of a tour, they know that property inside and out before they even walk in the door. And I think that's great because by the time they're here to actually see it, they know it. They know that they want to see it. They're excited to see it. They are sometimes touring me around the house. Like, I know that around this corner there's a bunk bedroom or whatever. I think that's amazing. So it all starts with photography. We have dedicated websites for every listing that I have. And the reason that people are there is to see those amazing photos and the big views to Vail Mountain, sunsets, Gore Range, whatever it is, but it's all, photography is the biggest thing.
And speaking of that website, Patrick, and everyone watching at home, you all can visit www.landmark702.com. That's the specific listing for this property, and you can check out all those features that Patrick mentioned. Patrick, I want to get a little bit into speaking about some of those things that set you apart as a real estate agent here in the Vail Valley, and maybe some of those things that you think set you apart from other agents here in our community.
Sure. First and foremost, I think just being a professional. And to me, that means this is my full-time job. This is what I do for a living. This is where I go every day to work. And I really care about it. You know, I want people to be happy. I love where I live. I like helping other people understand this place and kind of find their own place within it. Yeah. So being full-time, knowing the market, knowing what's happening, knowing what that means for my clients and for, future clients, because it's important. And even for a small town like Vail and Beaver Creek, Eagle County, there's a lot happening here. We have a ton of events going on. The mountain is making changes, the town is making changes, right. Rental restrictions, stuff like that. Just knowing what's happening, being able to address questions that people have, understanding what people are really looking for and helping them plug into the property that's right for them. I think that's what, to me, is professionalism, and that's what I try to be every day.
And speaking of the market, Patrick, I want to talk a little bit about how has the market changed within this last year, and maybe what are some of the things that you all are coming up in the next few months, or kind of what you guys are anticipating for the summer season or the next few months?
For sure. What everybody's talking about this year, what I've said many times, is we're still very much normalizing. After 21 and 22, 2021, 2022, extraordinarily busy around here, as it was a lot of places in the country where people were kind of leaving the major metros and flocking to smaller areas where they could spend more time outside, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. That is still happening. It has calmed down. So the word is kind of normalizing this year, and I think we're still seeing a lot of that, where properties are spending a little bit more time on market, where at the height of the kind of surge of activity here, we were like 3 to 6 weeks on market. We're really more like 3 to 6 months on market now, and that's normal for us. That's what it always was. I've been doing this since 2011. That is very normal for us. We have seasonality to this market, and if you imagine, like, for a specific type of a property, it has 3 bedrooms, or it is a penthouse, or it has views, or it doesn't have views, whatever. Someone is really looking for something kind of specific. The more specific the property, the more specific the buyer. Right. So we are not in a place where that is a primary home market. So if you're seeking a very specific buyer and the right person is really just going to love this place, but maybe it doesn't work for some others, the seasonality of this is you just have to kind of wait for that person to come around. So 3 to 6 months on market, different than major metro areas, is really normal for us here, and we're still seeing that today. I'm still seeing that today. In terms of what's coming, I think that trend is really going to continue. I think sellers are being patient. We still very much have a scarcity issue in this county, which is there's just not a lot for sale. I think today we have definitely less than 400 and barely over 300 homes for sale, period, in Eagle County, in and out of the resort. So there's just not a lot of people selling, and what that does is it keeps pricing strong. It supports values. Yeah. If you bought something 5 years ago, you should be up on that property today, and that's generally good. I mean, that's a healthy real estate market. Sellers are taking their time, and they're being patient, and they're getting the number that they want. Yeah. And I think that's going to continue into the summertime. Winding up the ski season right now, I think we typically have, May and the beginning of June is a little bit quiet around here, which is fine. Everybody takes a break and goes to the beach and stuff. Yeah. All good and healthy for everybody. And then, by the middle of June, it's beautiful around here, and people are starting to come back. And like in the time that I've been here now, almost 20 years, summer is just so different than it was. It used to be just, you could shoot a cannon down Bridge Street and it was fine. But now today, for the better, I think it's just, there's a lot more happening here. There's weekend activities, there's festivals, there's concerts, all kinds of stuff happening. And I think a lot of people, especially from more warm weather climates, Texas, Florida type of places, have discovered that they can come to Colorado and experience zero humidity and very few bugs and all that kind of stuff, which is not normal for them. So we have a lot more people every year that own homes in what are typically considered a ski resort area, and they don't even ski at all. Yeah. They just come for the summertime. They may or may not rent it in the wintertime, but summer is more of a thing here every year, and it's, I love it. It's my favorite time of the year, and I love to ski. But I think we'll have a very busy summer this year. There's some cool stuff going on. We have a new development in Avon called the Kestrel. That's a grouping of 24 privately owned townhomes. Brand new product. They'll be finishing just, at the end of this year, probably late fall. Beautiful spot. We're priced from $3.5 to $4.5 million. Brand new construction, 3 and 4 bedrooms, private garages, private elevators in every unit. So fun stuff coming for the summer.
Yeah. Fun stuff coming for the summer. We're definitely looking forward to it. It is also my favorite season of the year, and it's just right around the corner. Patrick, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today. Thanks for joining us here, showing us a little bit about this property we are in here today, but also just kind of sharing your real estate insight with us. I really appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We are going to take a short break. For everyone back at home, stay tuned. We'll be right back with more of the show.